Carefully, carefully, dead.
Hey! So we just finished a game of Castle Ravenloft.
Successfully, I might add, without cheating or anything.
We finished and we won.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to fudge anything. In fact, we did it without starting treasures because we totally forgot about that.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, there's that's one thing I will say about this game is there's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah.
And not nearly as much as an actual D&D game.
No. But a lot for a board game.
Yes. Yes.
It's a pretty straightforward kind of D&D dungeon crawl.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
I'm looking through the adventure book. A lot of it is hide the special tile somewhere in your dungeon tile stack, and when you get to that one, the boss appears, and you have to generally defeat all the monsters in the chamber, and you can leave successfully. But there are, you know. Let me grab the villain card. We didn't even get to fight this guy, but that is an undead dragon right there.
That is
so I mean,
awesome.
Yes. And there's some like multi-part adventures that sort of form a campaign. We could have also fought a vampire. That's in the later stages. At $65, it's quite an investment.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's instant
nice
Dungeons and Dragons.
Change.
Instant Dungeons and Dragons without the need for Dungeon Master. So there's no prep work. The game sort of just plays itself for you, and you get to
just randomly builds itself as you go.
So if you like, if you like the whole D&D milieu and that kind of RPG experience, but don't really have the resources or time or what have you to get together an actual campaign, this is a pretty good alternative, I think. If you just want like a quick and dirty D&D experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. And it's
I like the fact that it changes every time you.
Yeah, I love games that are
the same.
Yes.
Randomly generated like that.
That is a lot of fun. Castle Ravenloft is the first installment, and you can buy that. It's completely self-contained. Hours and hours of gameplay fun. However, they have just released the Wrath of a Shardalon, which is a it uses the same game system, but it takes place in like a hollowed out volcano, and the big bad guy for that time is a red dragon. And it comes with a new set of characters, a new set of monsters, a new adventure book, and it's completely interchangeable. So the more games you do buy, the bigger your experience can get.
Yeah, so you can use the same characters in either. If you say you prefer one of the adventures in the other game, but you really like using the ranger because the other game doesn't have a ranger,
you can use that.
You can just use this ranger in the other game, and the rules will totally hold up.
Or even say you want to be the human cleric from Wrath of a Shardalon, but you think the dwarf cleric has better abilities. You can mix and match them.
Yeah.
And coming in October, they're releasing a Legend of Drizzt game. The third installment in the series will be based on the R.A. Salvatore Legend of Drizzt novels. So yeah, a whole bunch of fun. Definitely a hefty investment, but if you're the kind of person who still enjoys tabletop gaming,
it's worth it.
Yeah, which there's definitely still a crowd for. I mean, especially lately, I've noticed they seem to be gaining some popularity.
Designer board games lately. All the miniatures are like, RPG quality plastic miniatures.
Yeah, if you do play D&D as well, I believe that they're totally legit D&D figures.
Yeah,
like they're all proper.
To scale.
Yeah, they're all proper size.
They're
the bases are the right
like
size.
You would get in a booster pack.
Yeah, they're a little more cheap, but they're still really well detailed. They're all the right size, properly labeled. Yeah, you could probably paint them if you really, really wanted to. Although
And
these
then
these darker ones, it wouldn't really work quite as well. But.
All the cardboard elements of the game are like laminated cardboard, nice and thick.
Yeah, definitely very
very
well produced, sturdy materials.
Yeah. And it says for 1 to 5 players. What that means is there are two of the 13 adventures are solo adventures that you could play by yourself if you were into that. The rest of them are for anywhere from 2 to 5 players. The more people you have, the better it works.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, with the 3 of us, we came pretty close to hitting the dust fairly frequently this game.
Yes.
But,
yes. In fact, it was the icon of Ravenloft that saved us. Interestingly enough. It's a game system as much as it is an actual game. It's the D&D adventure system. So you could, if you really want to get creative, just write your own adventures.
Yeah.
Once you familiarize yourself with the elements, you can come up with your own victory conditions. You don't have to play out of the event. I don't
know if you get like really, really super creative, you could even like come up with your own materials and just kind of modify it how you like.
It's definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome.
Cool. So that was the first of our video blogs, a review for board games.
Yep.
If we get more cool designer board games that we want to check out, we'll definitely do the same.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
And be sure to check out all the blog posts right under here.
Right here. And maybe there's some right here too. Here.
Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Good night. Well, it's night for us.
Good night.
Good night.